friends, what's going on? This is David Potts with Song Notes, and I'm excited to bring you this lesson today for A Million Dreams, a fantastic song from the Greatest Showman movie. Happy to teach it to you. I'm going to show you two things in this lesson. First up, I'm going to teach you this little intro, kind of cool finger picking riff you have going on. Really great fun. You need about 4 chords, but you're just playing 2 strings at a time the whole time, which is actually kind of satisfying. So I'm going to show you that, and I'll also show you how to play the verse, pre-chorus, and chorus, which are fun just to do a sort of casual strum-along version is what I prefer. So if you're interested in those, keep on watching. I'm excited to break it all down for you, and let's get right to it. But let's get to that lesson. Okay, so diving into this little finger picking riff here. Now, the full tab for it looks like this, and if you're wizard enough, you can take this and run with it. But I really want to break this down and demystify it for you, because it really is not as complicated as it seems. So big picture, what we have here are 8 measures total, okay? But really, the first 4 measures and the second 4 measures have a lot in common. And really, it's those first 4 measures that have a lot of the building blocks that we're going to use for the entire thing. So let's focus on just those first 4 measures. And also, before we get into the real finger picking nitty gritty, right? Let's focus on just the chords. So we're going to change from this tab to this one, right? We're going to focus on the chord positions that our left hand is going to be in. And once we have those chord positions, adding the right hand finger picking is actually a breeze, and you'll be where you need to be pretty quick, okay? So let's break down each of these chords. There's 4 chords total. You're gonna be on each chord for 4 counts, okay? But let's look at each chord and really look at the fingering, because even though you're playing only 2 strings per chord, the fingers you use are actually really important so that the transitions become easy to do. You know, by using the right fingers for each chord, it makes transitioning to each next chord easy, and that makes playing the whole thing easier to pull off. So let's dive into those chords, starting with the G. Okay, so this G chord is going to be on the middle 2 strings, okay? And we're gonna be on the 5th fret and 4th fret, okay? Of the 4th string and 3rd string respectively. And what I'm doing here is using my left ring and left middle, okay? Really recommend doing that. And I'm just using my right thumb and right index finger to sort of pluck those for now. Now we're going to switch next to a D over F sharp. What we're going to do first is really move our ring finger up the neck 1 fret. So it's on the 4th fret of the 4th string, same string, right? And then our index finger now is going to be played the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so that's a D over F sharp. So what I recommend doing here is practicing going between this G and this D over F sharp. What I like to do is just focus on my left ring finger and focus on how it's staying on the same string. It's just moving 1 fret, right? And then I have my left middle and my left index sort of jumping in to each chord as they see fit, right? Okay, so get good at that. It's a good little first couple chords to work with. And next up is the E minor, and this probably is the trickiest one of the bunch. So a couple things are happening here. Number 1 is we need to get to this note. And what I'm going to recommend is you play it with your middle finger. Okay, so what that means is we're going to go from this D over F sharp, and we're going to move our index finger to that 2nd fret of the 4th string. And then I want you to use your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string if you can. Hopefully your pinky hasn't been sort of sitting on the bench for a while, and hopefully it's ready to jump in here and help out. The reason I recommend doing this is it makes going from this E minor to the C good, right? The C, you're gonna need your ring finger here. So basically E minor to C, okay? So look at these 2 chords and their fingers. And on the C, we're gonna have this little deal where we bring in our index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, okay? So once again, E minor is middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then the C is just our left ring on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and an open 3rd string. Okay, so those are the 4 chords. Now, let's jump back up to this little tab up here with the timing, and basically just practice doing counting at a speed that works for you, but getting the transitions good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Count slower if you need to, but it's vital that you're able to do this before you bring in the finger picking. Because when you bring in finger picking, it's going to be tougher, right? Your mind is having to worry about different hands doing different things. And if you don't have the chord shapes down yet, it's not going to get any easier, okay? So go as slow as you need to and sort of move between those chords, okay? But once you have those chords, let's just bring in the finger picking. And all we're going to do here is with our right thumb and right index finger, we're just going to alternate the strings, the two strings that we're playing for each chord. It's as simple as that. And the key is that for each chord, you're going to start with the bass note, okay? So for the G, it would be, okay? And the F sharp would be, okay? And I'm sort of stopping between each chord here. Then the E minor. And you'll notice that for each chord, there's going to be 4 pairs of sort of 2 notes, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the C, you have something a little bit new going on here where instead of just doing this pair 4 times, on the last 2 strums, what you're going to do is you're going to move up to the 2nd string and you're going to put your index finger down on that 1st fret of the B string. So get good at that and really, practice the chord transitions like I said. Have some fun with the timing if you want. Do whatever you like really, but then when you feel good, bring in this alternating finger picking. It's important that you go no faster than you're able to play it all correctly. If you're messing up, slow it down. Go as slow as you need to until you can do it perfectly. Do it a few times and then crank up the speed a little bit, okay? So practice that. You can do it over and over and over again. And when you have it, let's move to the next 4 measures, which are actually a lot easier. The only thing real different going on here is for the D over F sharp, you're actually bringing in a 3rd note. So it's middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and you're going back to the regular pairing at the end. So, and then you go to the C, okay? And you stay on the C for 2 measures, and you either can or can't do the at the end, okay? So I'm gonna play it a few times for you, and yeah, there you go. You'll be good to go. Okay, and for this next part of the lesson, I just want to do a quick look at the verse and the pre-chorus and the chorus here. So the good news is we're going to be in full chords now, no more finger picking. I'm not going to be using a pick. I'm just going to be doing some lazy strumming with my index finger here, right? But chord-wise, we're going to need a G chord. Okay, now what I have here is D over F sharp, which technically is played like this. Second, open, open, second, third, second. But honestly, I don't really play it this way. I kind of just do a regular D chord. So substituting a regular D anywhere you see a D over F sharp is totally fine. Okay, they basically sound the same, and you don't really have the descending bass note isn't really as crucial a part of the music in this whole part of the song, in my opinion. So don't worry about the D over F sharp, just play a regular D. And you'll have an E minor, open, second, second, open, open, open. And you'll have a C, 3rd, 2nd, open, 1st, open. And finally an A minor, which you'll need in the chorus. Open, 2nd, 2nd, 1st, open. Okay, so those are the chords you'll need. Now for strumming, you have a few options. You could just do a down, 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 down. What that would sound like is basically, I close my eyes and I can see the world is waiting up for me. Kind of just real simple, right? Or you could do something like this. Down, down, up, down, up, 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 down. Okay, it's totally up to you. Really pick your poison there. But basically, here's how each of these sections is sort of laid out chord-wise. You're on most of these chords for 4 counts, and you're just sort of moving through things in a pretty standard way here. It's really in a chorus when you're on each chord for 8 counts total, so 2 measures of each chord just to kind of double it up, which makes it easier because it's less switching. But otherwise, I'll just do a playthrough of each section. And what I want you to do is you can follow along with me or go to my website, playsongnotes.com. You can find this all typed up. You can print it out or basically play along yourself. And it's really, you learn these chords, you pick a strumming pattern, you have an idea of the counting, and you'll be good to go in no time with this song. So here we go. And I'm going to sing just for sort of lyrical context. This is a tough song to sing, and I am nowhere near vocally equipped to pull it off with any justice. So spare me of comments about not singing. I prefer to sing, again, just to help you understand where each chord falls with regard to the lyrics. But yeah, that said, let's dive on in. I close my eyes and I can see the world is waiting up for me. That I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. All right, so with that, you have what you need to play this song. I hope this was helpful for you, and let me know what other songs from this soundtrack you want to hear me do lessons for, because I've had a great time making this one, and I'm looking forward to diving in, exploring some of the other ones. But thanks again for watching. This has been David Potts with Song Notes. Please check out my website, subscribe, tell a friend, and more important than any of that is I want you to pick up your guitar and play. Have a great night. Bye-bye.